CapTech's Olympic Triathlon, 1 hour 54 minutes. First overall, let's break it down. At the start of the swim, I was wondering if I should wear a swim skin and a wetsuit. And honestly, I was gearing more towards the swim skin because the water is 76 degrees and I feel like I would be overheating. But I ended up just getting the wetsuit on, and it was so hard to put on because it was very humid in the morning. Your skin is like all sweaty and wet, so it took a while to put on my wetsuit. At the swim start, I knew I could start a little easier. The Pro 70.3 and Ironman swims, you go literally all out, probably 1 minute to 105 per 100 meter pace starting out, so you really want to see who's the good swimmer that can hang on to the front pack. But this one I started very easy, casual, and just formed a gap. It was me and Nick. Nick is a former Arizona State University college swimmer. There were seaweeds, the water was pretty dirty. There's a video where you see me swimming and by the side of the lake there's like gunk. I was pulling seaweed out the water, seaweed got on my shoulder, but I just kept swimming. At the last turn, Nick did surge and got first out the water. I think I was around 10 seconds behind him, but I was at around a 90% effort, low 90s. If I really wanted to give 100%, I think I could have caught him and be first, but I decided to save that energy. Got to transition one, headed onto the bike. I got out the transition first, and the roads were pretty wet and it was raining. I didn't want to crash, do anything stupid, and be less aggressive. I know the first and second loop of the 4-loop bike course, it was mainly open, and then on loops 3 and 4, all the age group Olympic, sprint, and rookie distance are going to come in, so it's going to be more crowded towards the second half of the bike. The bike, I was able to push 280 watts average and 295 normalized power for the watt for a 57-minute flat. I knew I could have pushed a little more, but I didn't want to, go down, get injured, so I want to stay upright on the bike. Pretty good bike leg, 57-minute. Got into transition 2, put on my run shoes, and went out for the 10-kilometer run. The 10K run consisted of 2 loops, 5K. The first 5K, I was going pretty, strong, 180s heart rate, which is pretty normal for me for a 10K run. I clocked in at below 1730 for the 5K, which is on track to around that 35-minute. And then I did cramp up a little. I felt it twice on my right quad, so I stopped for 5 to 10 seconds, and that was the only time I stopped. I stretched it a little, but then continued on and felt nothing after that. The second loop, I did die a little, but I just kept going sub 6-minute pace, and then the last half a mile I just shut it down, soaked in the crowd. The crowd was hyped, and it was very exciting to see everyone out there and supporting one of each other, and honestly probably one of the best run course spectator view that I've experienced. Everyone's lining up on that bridge coming down when you're running the end of the loop, and they're cheering you on, getting ready to cheer you on for the lap number 2 or bring you home to the finish. And then I finished with a 35-minute 30 10K, but it was 0.1 mile short, so I'll call it a 36-minute 10K, which is still the fastest 10K run I've had after a bike in the Olympic, with a total time of 1 hour 54 minutes, being first overall for the Olympic elite category. Big shout out to my sponsor and my professional team, Diamond Factory Racing, presented by Good Life. Without them, I would not be here today. I am living my dream, and they are fully supporting me, fully funding my ventures, and I'm truly grateful that I have these backings and I can do what I'm able to do right now, doing YouTube videos and racing as a professional triathlete. Also, big shout out to my coach Natasha and the NVDM coaching squad. We had a big turnout and lots of cheering going on and lots of PRs. So it's going to be sad leaving the community in Austin, Texas, but I'm sure we'll see each other at different races and training camps. Also, thank you to Anna from Apex Photo and Video for coming out to the CapTech and filming me. If you guys want any shots of photos and videos of your triathlon, reach out to her. I'll put her page in the description below, and thank you so much. I was so in the moment after the race, just soaking up all the moments with all the amazing friends I have in Texas. After the CapTech triathlon, that I actually still have my medal, and I have not given it away. I should not be having this, but if you're interested, I could sign it and ship it to you. I think only in the US, I think Canada, Europe, it's pretty expensive, but yeah, I should not have this, or else I'll give it to a friend, but I still have my medal. Up next, I have Ironman 70.3 Boulder on June 10th. and that'll be in 1.5 weeks. I am here in Denver right now getting acclimated. We're at 5,800 feet. 1.5 weeks might be too short, but we'll see. It's usually just at least a 2 week for the acclimation, or just going right to the race 1 or 2 days before the race if you're racing at altitude. But I'm excited to carry this momentum forward to my next race, and then we're gonna have 6 weeks, around 6 weeks here at altitude, then come down and hopefully do Ironman 70.3 Oregon on July 23rd. So that's my race schedule. Austin, Texas, you will be missed. I'm excited to start this next chapter of my life, and I'll see you guys in the next video.